Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Godly Play. So today we have a special surprise for you. Today's story is going to be told by one of the original Godly Play storytellers. But before we can listen to the story, we have to get ready. So, first of all, we need to light our Christ candle to remind us that God is always with us. If you have a candle with you at home, you can ask your parents to help you light your Christ candle too. Let's try again. We light this candle to remind us that even in the darkness, Jesus shines through, and that He is with us here today. Now it's time to get ready. I want you to close your eyes, breathe in, and breathe out. In through your nose, and out through your mouth. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, I want you to think of all the horrible things that have happened this week. Maybe something made you sad, or angry, or scared. And as you breathe out, I want you to blow all those things out of your body. And blow out. Breathe in again. And blow all the scared, sad, worried feelings out of your body. Now, as you breathe in, I want you to imagine that Jesus' light is filling your whole body. So breathe in, feel it come through your nose, feel it fill your head, turning those scary thoughts or sad thoughts into happy thoughts. Feel it go into your chest, feel your heart become full of love. Feel it go into your hands, and all the way down to your toes. Breathe out. And breathe in again. Breathe in all of Jesus' light through your whole body. Let's breathe in. Feel it go to your fingers and your toes. Feel them wiggling. And breathe out. Now we are ready for our story.
You have to be very careful to come close to a parable. You have to be ready, because you can break a parable if you're not ready. This box is the color gold. Perhaps there is something valuable like gold inside. There could be a parable inside because they are very valuable. They are worth even more than gold. The box has a lid, and sometimes it's like parables have doors that are shut and you can't go inside. They remain closed. I don't know why that happens. It just does. But keep coming back again and again, and one day the parable will open for you. The box looks like a present. And parables were given to you as a gift even before you were born. Even if you don't know what a parable is, it is still yours. And it is old. And parables are old. They are older than you, and they are older than I. They are older than your grandmother and your grandfather. They are almost 2,000 years old. I wonder if there is a parable inside. I have an idea. Let's look and see. I wonder what this could be. A lot of brown. There is so much brown. There's no blue, and there's no green. It's kind of rough and scratchy. I wonder what it could really be. A raft to ride on the river. A chocolate brownie. I wonder. Let's see. There's something else. Oh. I wonder what this could be. A piece of macaroni? Could be pasta. It could be a big crack and it'll break it into two. Let's see what else there is that might help us tell the story. Look at that. Oh, so I know it's a road. A road that goes from this place to that place. Wonder if there is something else. Oh, look at that. I wonder what that could be. It's very dark and shadowy. A rock or a dark place. Oh, look, there's another one. There is no light in there. Lots of darkness. I wonder if there is something else. I think that's all we need to get ready. There was once someone who said such amazing things and did such wonderful things that people began to follow him. And as they followed him, they heard him speaking of so many things, and sometimes they asked him questions. One day, someone asked, "What is the most important thing in life?" And Jesus said, "You already know." "I do, that's true. To love God and to love people as if they are my neighbor. But who is my neighbor?" And Jesus answered the question with this parable. One day, there was someone, a traveler, who was making his way along the road down from Jerusalem to Jericho. And as he went along, he was suddenly attacked by robbers. And they beat him, hurt him, took everything he had, and left him on the side of the road, half dead. There was also a priest of the temple who was on the road from Jerusalem to Jericho. And as he went along, he came to the place where the person was who had been hurt, had everything taken away from him, and had been left on the side of the road half dead. And when he saw him, he went to the other side and went along the way. And there was also someone who went along the way from Jerusalem down to Jericho. He also worked in the temple. He helped take care of the temple, and he worked and helped with the music. He was called a Levite. And as he made his way along the road, he came to where the person was who was hurt and had everything taken from him and left on the side of the road half dead. And when he saw him, he went to the other side and went along the way. And then there was someone, a stranger, who was making his way along the road from Jerusalem to Jericho. And this person was not from Jerusalem. Now, he was from a place called Samaria. And the people in Samaria did not like the people from Jerusalem. And the people in Jerusalem did not like the people from Samaria. And as he traveled down the road, he came to the place where the person was who had been beaten, had everything taken from him, and left on the side of the road half dead, and he went to him. He took care of him. He put medicine on the places where he was hurt. He gave him his cloak to put on. He put him on his donkey, and they went to an inn where he was cared for. He even stayed the whole night to care for him, and in the morning he told the innkeeper that he would give them money to take care of him wherever he needed. Now, I wonder, in this story, who is the neighbor to the traveler who was hurt, had everything taken from him, and left on the side of the road half dead? Could it be this one? Could it be this one? Could these be the neighbor? Could this one be the neighbor? And now I wonder, who could be the neighbor to this one? Could this be the neighbor? Could this one? Could this be the neighbor? Could this one be the neighbor? Could Could this one be the neighbor? That's not so easy. I wonder who was the neighbor to this one. Could this be the neighbor? Could this be the neighbor? Could this be the neighbor? I wonder what would happen if all of the people were women. I wonder what would happen if the one who came upon the person who was beaten and had everything taken from him and left on the side of the road was a child. So here is our traveler. Here are the thieves. And the Levite and the priest. Our person from Samaria. Jerusalem and Jericho. Rocks and our road.
Wasn't that amazing? It is always so exciting to hear our stories from different people. It's amazing to know that God has touched so many people's lives with his stories. And I hope today he's touched yours too. Now it's time for our response time. Now, I hope you all came on Friday and got your response packs from the church. If you didn't, that's okay. You can always come and get some next week, and you can use whatever you have around you at home. Now, let's think. What can we do to remind us about the story? Have a look in your response packs. What do you have in there? All right. Now take a look and think. How do these things remind you of our story? If you don't have a response pack, have a look around the room. What can you use to remind you about the story of the Good Samaritan? What around you reminds you to love your neighbor? And what around you reminds you who your neighbor is? Maybe it's your neighbor really living next door to you, waving through the window. Maybe it's your friend that you haven't seen in a while since school is closed. Maybe it's the person that asks for work on the side of the street. I want you to think very carefully about who your neighbor is and how can we remember to love them. Use whatever you have around the house. Chat to your mums and dads, chat to your sisters and brothers, and think, how can we love our neighbor this week? All right, before we go, it's time to change the light. Changing the light reminds us that Jesus' light is in one place, but when we change it, when we change the light, it can be in every place. And the light that was once in one place now fills the room and fills each and every one of us so that when we go out into the world, Jesus' light is all over, not only in one space. Now I hope you all have a wonderful week, and we'll see you soon.